Hey guys, Elizabeth Quinn here with Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a much requested little tour of the plants and the warmers that are in our home. So we just have a small space. We do have a basement, which I'm not going to show you guys today. And there are lots of things that you see in still shots that we can kind of put into context today with everything. So Philodendron seems to do well in my house, as well as ivy. I do kill a lot of things, and here's Moose taking his nap. And I like geraniums. I don't know how long this one's gonna survive in here. Hey, Truthy. Hey, buddy. Sorry about the shadows, it's hard to see him. So my little two-seater, which someday I would like to be a larger couch, that wasn't ever supposed to go here, but when we did a remodel and a repaint, just kind of ended up there, and it doesn't really give you enough seating for all the people. But this is where you guys are pretty familiar with me actually doing all of my filming. And everything in our little home has to multitask. So I've got more ivy, and whatever this other type of almost succulent is, these do really well in my house. So I have a lot of these. And then this is an antique, not really anything valuable, but very sentimental piece that my husband's grandmother would sit in. And there's the outside, because we do live on a busy road. So that's the entry. Ooh, one of my favorite paintings. It's like a reproduction of a Monet, but it's really cool, like French seaside. So here is an area where we just put in this little bench, so we kind of have a spot to put on our shoes. And then, as you guys know, this is where I usually do my filming. Then we're gonna go into the kitchen, which I never show you because it's always a mess and it's always working really hard in our tiny spaces. And my favorite plant in the house is this Algerian Ivy. I am proud of this. This one is almost 3 years old and is an absolute beauty. So that goes into the kitchen, which is just a little hard-working space. We have our stools here. And then I do like to make like little displays for different times of the year. In this little nook of the kitchen, here's one of my favorites, the Hope and Peace little mini warmer. The deep sink, and you can see my Scentsy is always out, and I'm cooking all the time, so there are things that I need for that. And then I do have my pressed tin up here with some ripening avocados. And the scripture says, in the beginning was the Word was with God, and the Word was God. And that's one of our favorite family scriptures. So, and we sort of refinished these cabinets, trying to make them last a little longer. Someday Mama's gonna get her kitchen. I don't know when, but here's my dining room. And I've done a lot of filming in here as well. It's just not as good with the natural light, which after I started to kind of figure out what I was doing, we realized the front room was better. And over here, here's one of my other favorite Sea Life minis. So I had the Washed Ashore out in the front room, and in here I have the Ocean Life that is currently available. And the overflow basket, because like Bring Back My Bar has totally done in my normal storage capacities. Here is where I like to do just pretty much seasonal decorating. I swap things out pretty often here. I love little details, so things like this little diorama, I love to do stuff like that. The painting came from Target. This one, I just cut something out of a magazine and put it into a pretty driftwood frame. And down here, if you've watched my organizing or stash videos for spring, summer, you're already kind of familiar, but this is where the majority of my wax is. And it's pretty much stored according to color and types of scent. Then over here, I just have a cute little vignette in a basket. I love baskets. I love shawls and drapey things and throws. And then we have the table, which isn't always set, but I do like to set it because I like to collect dishware. So this is often a really fun place to do shots for the channel with different bars and things, and I change this all the time. And there you have the little shelf that I sometimes photograph. We have a spider plant back here. That one has to be rotated though, so it doesn't get sick with no light. And here's Miss Kenya. And then here is the Florida room, which is one of our favorite spaces. But as you can hear, we live in a pretty busy area, so I have to sort of make my pastoral country dreams with a little bit of creativity. So here I have one of my favorite little shells, which is just a cheap shelf from Target. I painted the same color as the wall, but there are lots of wonderful details here. So I keep my bricks back here. This is one of my newer warmers, the bubbled iridescent. I did not realize how much I would love it. Because of the iridescence, it picks up so many colors and it's just great. So I have just, you know, old books and different things back here. One of my favorite mirrors I've had for years and years and years. And see how this all just sort of relates. We'll come back here. This is one of the hardest shots to do, like still, so you guys don't see the couch, but I always enjoy decorating this. This is an old couch from IKEA. My father made this really cool little table that slips over the armrest. My dad's a retired engineer, if you haven't figured it out. And I love the more modern sofas and things a lot. I love this lamp. This one's really fun. I also like some vintage, some farmhouse, but that one is super fun. In the wind, it'll blow and the leaves will kind of tremble. Here's one of my favorite retired nautical warmers. I don't remember, it's a mini warmer of some kind. More goodies over there. And one of the things that I am most proud of in the house is this amazing light that my dad made me, because I do love mid-mod. Look at this thing. It is so neat. So the whole thing comes apart like a jigsaw puzzle, and I love clean, rectangular, and boxy lines a lot of the time. So this one is one of the things that's sort of my pride and joy. So, over here I have this, what we call the snake basket, which is the sweetgrass warmer. And I just rotate those things out a lot. The one on top of my fridge, that just kind of stays. And, you know, storage is always a challenge in a small house, so there are overflowing piles everywhere often. And I think that's about it, guys. So we do have a basement, which I will show you more in the fall, winter when I have that really done up nicely with the pumpkins and, of course, at Christmas time. So that's what I have. These are the plants and the warmers that are currently in the Quinn home. So this is Elizabeth signing off for Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents. Here's my favorite plant again. I hope you guys have a fantastic day.